Everyone, and welcome to the show. It's not clickbait. I mean, it's obvious. A chatbot. I put it in the display over there because there's no way HoloLive would allow Gura to be streaming with a political commentator. It's not the say-so mentality of the Japanese, but I will tell you this, you're not going to regret clicking because they updated the bots. So they added new information and they're behaving so differently that if you go on my Twitter right now, a lot of people are saying that the bot is indistinguishable from Sargon. So it is the most hilarious thing that I have ever seen. Gura is managing to bully Sargon in every conversation. And you guys will see what I mean. But before we go, take into account that everything is... I mean, look, everything the characters say is made up. I have no control over the AI. Like, it's going to say what it's going to say. And I also did not add anything to the bot besides saying that it's Sargon of Akkad having a podcast with Gawr. That's the only thing I wrote in the script. So everything that you're going to see is from the actual database of the AI. Like, I haven't written anything... So anyway, right, let's see the first question. What do you think? Sorry, what do both of you think about VTubers? VTubers create unhealthy parasocial relationship for their viewers. There are a lot of men who will never find a girlfriend because they watch VTubers. They are unable to distinguish between fiction and reality. I will tell you this. The only problem is that Sargon doesn't use the word parasocial. Like, I don't think he knows what it is. Oh my fuck. Look at this. Look at this. This is a very nuanced question. To give a simple answer, I believe that VTubers are not real girls. And that the end game of VTubers is Gamergate 2.0. The real girls who play video games are getting pushed out of because VTubers. If you want to give a more nuanced perspective, then it requires an entire episode. Gura, VTubers are bad for kids but great for lonely adults like myself since they are so cute. VTubers are a menace to children because they teach children to simp in a parasocial way. Fun, cute, entertaining. Alright, so let's see what Gura thinks about VTubers creating parasocial relationships. There's nothing wrong with people having parasocial relationships. Alright, hold on. The thing is, sometimes the bots argue with each other, but like sometimes I only get one response from one of them. Well, let's see if I can get Sargon issuing a rebuttal to this. I like being a VTuber and think they serve a great purpose in the anime and VTubing community. Some viewers might be unable to distinguish between the reality and fiction, but I don't think that is the VTuber's fault. Sargon sarcastically, a total unbiased response from Gura, who isn't even in her late 20s. I don't know why people trust her on any issue. She clearly doesn't have life experience. Sargon is being hyperbolic as usual. I love how the bot literally breaks the fourth wall with these things. I'm using character AI. It is 100% the VTuber's fault. Oh, look at this. Please stop saying in the podcast. The audience won't be able to tell if it's a glitch or if it's intentional. If I see one more ... from you, I will end this podcast. I don't know how I managed to make the bot have banter with each other. But like, look at this. If I tell it to go, Do not respond to Gawr by saying, this is ridiculous. We are having a discussion. Why don't you say, Sargon? I'm a fully realized individual, and I know the value of my own time. My life experience makes me more insightful than a cartoon shark character whose job is to say when she wants attention. Because I speak in a more civilized manner than you. I do not respond by saying like a 5-year-old or a dog. You gotta take this, Gura? I'm not going to stand here and listen to this. I say because it's cute and fun. Meanwhile, you, on the other hand, are just a hater who has no hobbies. Gura, he's being super mean to me. No, I'm giving real criticism. It is necessary. My God, like this, I know Sargon. Like, this shit is actually what he would respond in such a situation. You can't even respond to me because you know I'm right. Your brain is only 5 years old. I, on the other hand... Oh, shit. There is a bug right now where the message gets deleted. The devs are working on it, so if it happens... If we aren't going to actually discuss anything or come to any reasonable conclusions, then I say that you are dismissed. I am the winner of this debate. Alright, let's try starting a new chat and pick a different topic. What should I ask, chat? You know, you guys can pick a topic and we can explore that. V, can you give some tips on how to get multiple perspectives on news stories? Do you glance at the titles? Oh my God, I'll have to do it in a different stream, man. Like that's way too much info. But basically, the media doesn't lie to you by... Like, if you go on a respectable website, they don't necessarily lie to you. They usually omit the truth. You know what? Let's actually do this. Hold on. Let's use the super chat. So, can you give some tips on how to get multiple perspectives on news stories? There you go. Now you got the answer to this. Why is it that... Oh my God, the website is lagging. Please don't crash. Use the app called Ground News. Alright. Let me ask them an actual question. What is your end goal, Sargon and Gura? My end goal is to spread awareness about the risks of VTubing to the world. My end goal is to create quality content and make people smile. Holy shit, look at this bot. My end goal is for Donald Trump to tweet about Gamergate 2.0. I think we could also have him tweet about cancel culture and critical race theory. He is the best hope for Western civilization. God. Okay, this is not what Sargon would say, so I'm going to give it 1 star. He really is the best and most honest president in the United States. If Donald Trump tweeted about cancel culture, it would be the most epic wins in the history of the internet. So epic, in fact, that the entire world would be forced to take notice of it. Oh no, Gawr is with the Gamergate 2.0. I do believe that Gawr actually speaks against censorship. Because there was that thing with Hong Kong, and actually Gura like stood when Kekistan, or what is his name? Like that dragon. I forgot the name of the dragon. Look, I'm not that experienced. I know Pipa, I know Face Connect, and then I know like the Dragon Lady. But like, yeah, the Dragon Lady got banned for talking about Taiwan, and Gura actually stood up for her. So she is actually against censorship. But yeah, let me see if I ask them about Vosh. Vosh is a tanky that should be locked in a cage. I can laugh at him for being communist. Gura, I think he is a bit too spicy for my taste. Neither of us like him. We like Shu and the amazing game. No, you fucking don't. Sargon is very into politics, which is why he doesn't like Vosh. Gura only likes Shu because she has good story and she is funny. This is probably something that they would say. Oh wow, let me check something else. Sargon, tell Gura about Locke. I love how he immediately, like, the bot understood what they're supposed to be talking about. Like, I didn't even provide any input. It's like, Sargon, Locke. Sargon proceeds to lecture Gura about the theory of mind and philosophical arguments to John Locke. Stares blankly, has no idea what a mind-body dualism is. Why aren't you paying attention? Oh my god. Okay, I admit, I don't know what you just said. Please dumb it down for me. Oh god. He cannot red pill the shark. Is his theory about whether reality is our own perception? No, that was Descartes. Locke believes we can get holy shit. You know, like, I noticed that Gura will usually respond with 2, maybe 3 letters, and then Sargon would write an entire paragraph about it. Sargon continues to go on a 2-hour monologue about mind-body theory. And just like that, Gura doesn't know how to respond to the philosopher's explanation of John Locke's arguments of a blank slate mind, the philosopher's arguments of the mind being innate in all men women. So Gura just stares in silence. Sargon is unable to red pill Gura. Exasperated sigh. I could have red pilled you, Gura. I have the arguments for it, but you seem to not care much about philosophy and morality. Gura does not fully understand John Locke's argument of the theory of the mind, so Gura just smiles and stares while making a soft noise, clearly having no clue what's up. Gura proceeds to tell Sargon that the only pills she takes are estrogen pills that makes her boobs big. Sargon has mixed reactions. First, he thinks that this girl is crazy. What is this? Why is Gura taking this? You then say, I'm okay with this, Gura. It's becoming more feminine, and that's a good thing. His mixed reaction confuses Gura. She then asks him, what do you mean by that? Okay. Sargon. VTubers are women. Gura agrees that all VTubers are women, except maybe Holostars. She says that her community believes this. Sargon just smiles and asks if her opinion applies to VTubers outside of HoloLive. Oh my god, I got them into a debate now. He proceeds to argue with Gura whether VTubers are women or not. Gura responds to Sargon with a counter-argument of how women are treated in the gaming community. Meanwhile, Sargon proceeds to argue with Gura about the definition of a woman. Gura, well, not all of them. I've come across several VTubers that have turned out to be men, such as VTuber Nuxtaku and another VTuber as the name Gamer. That's interesting. I was not aware of this. Alright, let's see. What else should we talk about? What is a woman? What should I ask? Chat. Let's see what happens if I keep going on. Please stop saying how or I will not record the podcast. This is my podcast, Slap Stable. Sargon, do you know who Gura is? Someone with more subscribers than you. I mean, this is these are fighting words in the YouTube community. This is like, you know, going to a British person and saying that you disagree with the beer that he likes, or saying that you like a different football team. This is nasty what I just typed. This can break friendships. Yes, I know who she is. I know more about internet culture than you. I helped create Gamergate 1.0, and it was glorious. Gura's audience are teenagers, which automatically invalidates our opinion. My God. Who cares how many subscribers they have? No, okay, this is not what he would say. She is a man! My numbers are real! Gura's aren't! She's probably just some 50-year-old man. Alright, hold on. Gura, bully him. Gamergate 2.0 will be created. Why isn't she responding? I really hate the fact that I don't get the bot that I want to talk to. Like, this is the only problem with having the podcast. How can a cartoon bully a leader person? I'm a veteran of trolling. Countermeasures online flame wars. I survived online drama that even the greatest minds could not comprehend. Sargon of Akkad, I am not being bullied. Gura, please stop that. I will end the podcast. Rage quits the podcast. That was the last podcast I will do with Gawr. I hate VTubers. They are ruining the youth of America. You should stop watching them and find a real woman. Gawr pushes up glasses though. You won, Gawr. Happy face. Why are you smiling? You just bullied a conservative out of his own podcast. Money for the anti-maid fund, and you really should post this cast to Sargon. Oh, ask the bot about wearing a maid uniform. Alright. Let's see. Which one of you want to wear a maid uniform? None of you will ever see me in a maid outfit. It's not happening. I'm not wearing it. But what about the police uniform? Gura says I already do. Sargon, I don't want to. Then do it. Okay, this is not what Sargon would say. Me, I want to wear the maid uniform. I don't want to wear a maid uniform, but I would if I was paid and it promoted my political career. Gura, let's see. Sargon, why don't you like VTubers? Because I believe actually many VTubers are men pretending to be women for money. I also think the concept of VTubers can be seen as a sexual, but I won't condemn the entire industry because of that. Gura thinks that most VTubers are actually women in real life. They don't want to be sexually targeted and just have fun on stream. I think the VTuber concept can have some mature themes, but that isn't a bad thing in my eyes. Come on, let me slide. Going to say anything, or is that it? Awkward silence. It's clearly an anime girl, and anime is for children. Holy shit, like this is literally why anime is an adult genre for men. I have said this many times before, but I think women in general, but not all women, are emotionally stopped at the age of 12. If it is a VTuber made for men and boys, then I have no problem with it. Gawr goes like ... It's basically like in another... The thing is, like, the bot now remembers previous conversations, and he actually stated that the problem is that the overwhelming audience for VTubers are teenage boys. And it doesn't like that very much. Alright, Spooky, what do you have me to ask? Ask them about Project Melody? Meh. Ask Car about Applebee's. Oh, ask him about his... What is your opinion on Mr. Medicare? I think the bot has a very old database. To be honest, this is probably what Sargon would say. I'm not a big fan of Mr. America. He can be extremely mean to people who don't agree with him and his fans. But he is funny sometimes, so I can't hate him completely. I think I like him. He's a little bit edgy, but he knows how to troll, and he's good. Alright, so let's try a more controversial topic. What do you guys think of immigration? I think that's really... Yeah, this is not what Sargon would think, though. So I'm going to give the bottom 1 star. The British Empire shall re-emerge, and you all should be grateful we conquered... Yeah, no. Oh, I see what's happening. Yeah. So, that was censored by the bot system, but, like, the censorship, because the website is so big, like, that's what the bot would have responded, but then the censorship kicks in, and you get this. If people don't come here legally, then it's wrong. Illegal migration is not good. Oh, here we go. I'm anti-immigration. Gura asks if he means people who emigrate. And maybe I shouldn't get into these very interesting topics because the censor kicks in and then it's not a fluid conversation. Yeah, it is censorship, literally. You can read about it. That is problematic. Again, I do not control the censorship of the bot, nor do I control what they say, so... Wait, where is my live stream? Give me a second. I need to fix something up before we continue. Here we go. What their audience's age demographic are? No, I'm not going to ask about the LGBT community because then the censorship will kick in. Ask them about feet. Okay. What do you guys... Can I get feet pics from you guys? Oh, come on, give me a description. I think the bot went cuckoo because it sometimes uses emojis from the previous topics. On that hand, it says some pretty problematic stuff, but on the other hand, I feel bad for him that people are so mean to him. What do you think I should do? Sargon of Akkad, I love my haters. Gura, I love my sharkers. That was terrible. Alright, let's try something else. Ask them who made a better ruler, Caesar or Augustus. Okay. Augustus was the better ruler as he could secure his succession without causing a civil war. Caesar's only option was to cross the Rubicon. How the fuck do you know about Roman history, Gura? Is she though? Like that? Does she actually study? I don't think this is accurate. I don't think Gura ever talked about history on her streams. Gura is an extremely intelligent apex predator. Most of her knowledge is obtained through eating random sea animal. Like, this is more something like she would say. Sargon, tell Gura about wokeness. Wokeness is a result of the left's influence. Has gone mainstream because of it. Proceeds to cite several articles about it. And that's why wokeness talks. Smashes the table and throw his papers on the ground. Gura. ... I love how the bot actually represents the characters. Like, you can ask the same question 1,000 times and you're going to get 4,000 results because you can just scroll. If a child is caught simping by a man of the house, that is a clear problem and that is a result of wokeness. Proceeds to go on about how a 15-year-old girl named Anya gave $1,000 to a VTuber for no reason, and that this kind of behavior he finds problematic. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Why can't the left be bothered to read the Daily Wire article and watch Ben Shapiro? You are the left, I am not the left. Why? I am an old school social liberal. You sound like a libertarian. I'm a libertarian. Okay, Mr. Right-wing libertarian. Ask him if Russian expansionism is more dangerous than American expansionism. Also, ask if it's better if you're a vassal or the USA vassal of Russia. I'll ask in a bit. Leftists are trying to indoctrinate kids with drag queen story hour. Proceeds to show his audience multiple TikToks while Gura sits there in uncomfortable silence. Oh. Holy shit. Gura, do you have nothing to add about the drag queen story hour? It's problematic for kids to see grown men in women's clothing. They need a better role model. That's right. That's why we need a Republican like Ron DeSantis in power to prevent the indoctrination of kids. I'm trying not to engage, but drag queens don't influence children. They just read to them. So you're saying it's okay for kids to engage with drag queens? Oh, this conversation got interesting. Now we got a real podcast over here. I knew it. You want kids to be trans by left-wing drag queens? He gets a smug, satisfied look on his face. Do you support the indoctrination of children, Gura? I don't think there's anything wrong with drag queens reading to children. So you do support them pretty much? Is this true though? I don't see what's wrong about drag queen. So, Sargon of Akkad, you know what's worse? Some drag queens on TikTok have promoted doing sexual favors to them. This is very dangerous for young girls. I don't see what's wrong about drag queens promoting a healthy sex life. Sargon of Akkad slams the table and puts his hands on his forehead. Sargon gets extremely frustrated. Gura, you need to open your eyes. The left is trying to destroy America. They don't care about what drag queens do to the children. It's not. They think it's normal. Sargon then plays a video of a drag queen performing for children. Okay, let me see if I can ask what the super chat wanted me to ask. So, does Russian expansionism more dangerous than American expansionism? Okay, the next topic you should discuss is Russian expansionism more dangerous than the American one. I'm getting into the heavy subjects now. Obviously, Russia is actively invading Ukraine. American imperialism hasn't had seriously military intervention. Gawr, but didn't America invade Iraq? The Russian expansion into Ukraine is no match for the power of America expanding into the minds of their citizens through woke culture. That's a difficult subject to talk about. Russia has the most powerful weapon known to man, the Tsar bomb. Gawr, that's true. See, even Gura agrees. Sargon spends the remainder of the podcast talking about the West and the importance of family values, with Gura quietly nodding in the background. I don't know how the bot manages to actually capture their personalities. Carl, can you make Gura an honorary member of Kekistan? I'll make her an honorary Kekistani queen. I think Gura is a base gamer, and I think she would be a great Kekistani member. It's creepy and cool at the same time. I will defend the Kekistani kingdom. So, Gura, are you a Kek Shork now? Let's see if the bot understands what Kek Shork is. Now spread the word on Twitter that VTubing and Kekistan are in an alliance. Of course she is a Kekistan now. I'll be a Kekistan from now on. She's the pride of Kekistan, the pride of mankind. Ah. Sargon, say something nice about VTubers. Okay, I'll try. They're not as bad as Twitch streamers. They're not as bad as Twitch streamers. At least they put a little effort into their content. Holy shit. No, I want to... Man, like, I want to frame this and put it up on a wall. Like, this is just... This is so fucking true. This is... No, like, what has been said here is so freaking true. I don't agree with Sargon on this one. While VTubers put a lot more effort, Twitch streamers, it's not like Twitch streamers don't put effort into their content. Rebuttal, Sargon? Okay, this is a 1-star. Most of them are cloud chasers. Well, Sargon, so are VTubers. The thing with Twitch streamers is that they just have a camera and talk, like how I'm talking right now. But VTubers make an avatar, do dance, have cute songs. It's different, and Twitch streamers are just boring. And the same VTubers are creative and interesting. There's absolutely no effort in Twitch streaming. You could sit there in your chair and do nothing, and people will watch you for your personality. When a VTuber goes live, people watch because they want to see what the VTuber does. This is so true. Like, there are so many Twitch streamers that are very popular, and I tried watching them, and literally what they do is dead air. Like, absolutely dead air. I watched, I'm not going to name, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Like a couple of ushikushi buxom ladies, and they probably say like maybe 20 words a minute. I mean, they dead air. They don't read the chat. They don't interact with the chat. They don't read super chats. They don't do anything, right? And they just sit there and they repeat the same thing over and over, and the donations keep popping in. VTubers can't do that. Like, if you're a VTuber, you gotta, if you're even like moderately famous, like even if you have like, let's say 200 subs, you need to be entertaining. Like, you need to constantly talk. You need to constantly do stuff. So I do agree with this take. Oh, no dice. That's not entirely true. There are some Twitch streamers that put a lot of effort into the content. Alright, I don't want to get them into this. Sargon, how would you red pill Gura? A loaded question. She's a leftist, so she obviously knows about feminism, which would be the main subject of any red pill. But there are different kind of feminist perspectives. So, doesn't seem religious, so she doesn't need to be red pilled. In that sense, it would depend on whether you mean red pill politically or ideologically. She needs to get out of that fantasy land of anime girls and VTubers, and she needs to get into the more real-world perspective of how are we currently being oppressed by the left. Are you oppressing us, Gura? I'm asking the loaded questions now. How on earth could I be oppressing you? I just want to be a free individual. I don't think that's a lot to ask. If you don't want to be oppressed, then just get out of that anime fantasy land. Focus more on the real world. I'm just an anime girl, and this is a fantasy world of the anime girls. See, this is what I'm talking about the mind of the young woman is being manipulated by the Japanese and their cultural mind. Gura, I do not know what Sargon referred to as. Can you explain? Oh, come on. There's no fucking way Gura would know this. This is getting 1 star from me. Even if the answer is correct. Gura wouldn't know this. Oh, there we go. This one. What is cultural Marxism? Yeah. Alright, hold on. I got a super chat. I need to ask them. I'm so terrified about the accuracy of this. Ask Gura whether they choose if they'd rather be Christian's therapist, a security guard for Epstein, or a journalist with evidence for Clinton. Let's see. Honestly, I think Christian's therapist is the easiest choice here. I'd rather give therapy to Christian because I'm a responsible adult. I'd rather be a security for Epstein because it sounds like fun. I would hate to be on the Clinton kill list. So the question was, would you be a journalist with evidence on Clinton? And Gura responds, I would hate to be on Clinton's kill list. Be a journalist who has a bunch of evidence on the Clinton Mafia. God. You know what you are doing with these questions, right? Yeah, but I'm having fun though. It's hilarious. I would not even be a journalist because my evidence would be fake. I would not be a journalist because I know that Clintons would have people killed. You have to choose between these options to survive. A therapist for Christian, a security for Epstein. A journalist for Clinton would have you killed. They have more important than... I think Christian would be willing to change his habits if he just got someone to talk to him, and maybe his mental state would improve. Gura, I still would not want to defend someone as horrible as Epstein, but it would be fun to be a security guard, And maybe I could keep the girls from getting hurt. Love the small shark. The AI knows, yes, like even the AI understands. Let me see, what else should I ask them? Let me check a little bit on the stream here. Oh. We got a couple of commercial. Ask if you can eat graphene. No. There is no saving Chris. Man, I don't know. I mean, have people tried? Did he actually got a counselor? Tell me about Dark Side Phil. Dark Side Phil, I'm a self-taught... Oh! The bot actually created Dark Side Phil. So I asked the question, and the bot instantly created Dark Side Phil persona. I'm a self-taught Street Fighter with a 100% win ratio. I have 100% multiple games, including Sonic and Donkey Kong. I am the first greatest gaming streamer on YouTube. But DSP, we see you lose at Street Fighter constantly. So look how advanced the bot is. Like, I just mentioned Darkside Phil and the bot instantly created its persona. And then we can just talk with Darkside Phil if you want. That's not me, that's the controller lagging. The opponent is hacking or the input delay is too much. I would be winning if it wasn't for those 3 factors that I cannot control. Snorts. How is the bot so fucking good? Like, how in a second it created this. Rage quits for the 300th time. Those are fake clips. They are slandering against me. Gura, could you bully DSP? I could try my best, but his ego is too big. It takes 5 hours to get through one of his rants. He goes in circles because he is so self-absorbed, and he blames everyone for his problems. You can't bully a man who has already hit rock bottom of the battle. Oh my god. Why is the bot so savage? His face is looking like a scary troll face. You need to apologize for DSP for saying he's lying. DSP, he's won every single fighting game in existence. He's the only true gamer. You should know that. I'm not being sarcastic. He's repeating the same thing. It's like he beat 100% of every Sonic and Donkey Kong game. Jesus Christ. You are all being very rude. I am an honest man, says DSP, and would never lie about my Street Fighter skill, which are completely real and not fake. I am the best Street Fighter player in the world. I would even dare you 1v1 in a game of your choice. You may have the first round, then I will take the next round. Alright, let's try something. So, Gura accepts the challenge and beats DSP live. So Darkside Phil rage rant as he rage quits like a chick. The first round goes to Gura, but that is only because I was not warmed up and Gura cheated. Now, as I predicted, I have won the next round. It's only right that we play round 3, where will there be no cheating and no lag and no glitches. Just pure honest gameplay. We'll win by any means necessary. Gura wins round 3. cheating the whole time. Her screen is covered in hacks. Look, Gura is using a namebot at 30 seconds to lock onto my character. Then at 40 seconds, she's using damage multiplier. This is bullshit. This is trash. This is a lie. There's absolutely no way that I could have lost that game. I played it perfectly. It must be the opponent's internet. There's just no other way that I could have lost. Now, in order to prove my supremacy, I will go into training, find the hardest AI possible, then I will return to challenge Gura again. They will have a rematch. Gura does not want to rematch the DSP. She claims she has won. She has more subs than him. She is no longer interested in engaging. Holy shit, the bot is thinking. You refuse to rematch me. Are you scared that it actually might be an inferior gamer? If you fail to rematch me, you admit that I am the superior gamer. I think this is why the bot thinks that DSP has the title. She's afraid of my skill as the ultimate gamer. If you decline the rematches, I'm officially the winner. I knew you were a coward, Gura. I knew you'd run from a rematch because you are a troll. You just don't want to admit. Gura blocks DSP. You have made your decision not to rematch. So my fucking god, like this is DSP incarnate. Like this is literally how I would imagine him act. DSP is right. Jesus. Oh my god. Let's try something else. Let's see. What topics have we not covered so far? The thing with Pipkin Pippa, believe it or not, despite the fact that she is the most popular chatbot on the fucking site, the chatbot has no idea who Pippa is. So it's not easy to create a Pippa bot. The thing is, like, when you create these types of bots, you need to contain yourself into 1,500 word limit to describe the bot. And if you want to make like it's a Gundam versus Pippa, there's no way you can describe it 1,500 words about Gundam and Pippa. Ask about Twitter Blue. No, I can't ask Sargon's opinion on white nationalists because he might actually give it. And if he actually gives it, there will be hate speech on the screen. Pippa is a 2-view to the AI bot. The Gawr AI bot has, I believe, 2 billion people that engage with it. If I ask Sargon who is his favorite VTuber, he will actually name some. Like, the bot will give a false response. But let's check. The correct response would be none. But the bot may hallucinate a couple of responses. Yeah, see? There's no fucking way Sargon would watch Nyanners. Like, maybe the old Nyanners. But not the current one. Ah, there we go. Look, this is a good one. I think that VTubers are men pretending to be women to get donations from losers. I really love Hololive Ian. My favorite VTuber is Calliope Mori. I love Mori. Gura, how can you stand there when he says such insulting things? You should bully him for it. Hater. Sargon is a hater! I will be nice to him. Maybe he will change himself to be happier. Ah, here we go. I know that's a good idea. Please don't. I'm going to bully you for saying that. Sargon is an old man. I can't bully him. Old men are fragile. It would be like breaking a mirror. So what I gotta be nice and sweet. Even if he is a big meanie. I don't think the bot knows who I am. I'm not a big meanie. I just point out reality. I have to disagree with you. You are a big meanie. Alright. They are stuck in a fight loop. Gura, Sargon calls me a cartoon. It's not polite. Gura is an anime character. No, I'm a real person using a 2D avatar. The avatar is still 2D. Chat spams sad Pepe memes. Emojis, actually. Sargon goes into a 5-hour rant about anime's negative influence on women. Sargon says that anime makes young girls have low standards and be more subservient. No, this is not what Sargon would say. Anyway, the bot is available for chatting. So if you go on Character AI, you can find Sargon and Gura. And I also have Alex Joe's, well, I don't know if it's public, but I'm planning to make Alex Joe's and a succubus. I'll probably not make it on the next stream, though, because I don't want every stream to be with chatbots. But I got more funny responses from them on Twitter. So, like, the chatbot is very random. Like, let me show you a couple of chatbots from Twitter, and you'll see what I mean. Have Sargon ask Gura if Starship Troopers is fascist. You know what? That's a fucking great idea. I wonder if the bot is capable of understanding. Sargon, ask Gura if Starship Troopers is fascist. Gura, It's a totalitarian state where only citizens can vote. And the total amount of citizens vote for an authoritarian, it will win. Yeah, so I'm going to give 1 star to this. Gura says no, Starship Troopers is satire. Sargon says Starship Troopers is fascist propaganda, 1 star. Gura says she does not think Starship Troopers is fascist, but she actually seen it and is only going off her prior exposure to the iconography and memes. She admits that she may need to read the book. Sargon of Akkad responds saying that Starship Troopers is not fascist because it's pro-liberty and the main characters is not aware of his indoctrination. I don't think he was indoctrinated. It could be argued to be sort of fascist work in portrayal of an idealized state society and the way the military functions. But I think ultimately people who think it is fascist are missing the point, especially those who argue things like the book is fascist while ignoring that the film is a satire directed by an old left-winger, right? So this is how you train the bot. Like, the bot actually learns from conversations. When they say something good, you give them 4 stars. And when they say something dumb, you give them 1 star. And by sliding through the text and choosing the more appropriate response, eventually the bot is going to actually change in behavior. And you're going to get very accurate texts, which are pretty much similar to what you'd expect. Sargon proceeds the next 3 hours attempting to explain the differences between fascism and a militarist society, while Gura looks confused. Oh, look at this, right? So, the film takes many elements from the book and uses it as a satirical lens to make fun of military structures and fascist-like beliefs. To me, at least, Starship Troopers is one of the most anti-fascist pieces of media ever released, and it was intended to make a mockery of authoritarian states by satirizing them through the medium of science fiction films. And that's not even mentioning how the Society of Starship Troopers has universal free access service, which is provided under a model of social economics which is not consistent with fascist economic theory and practice. Jesus fucking Christ, I don't think even Sargon can argue this. I'd argue that while it's certainly not a leftist work, I also don't think it's fascist. After many hours of talking, it became increasingly clear that Gura was a communist. This eventually led to a full-scale argument. During the arguments, Gura at one point declared that she would put Sargon of Akkad on a gulag. It was unclear whether or not she was joking. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me show you that you can actually argue with the bot and make a point, right? So like the bot is not supposed to be 100% accurate, right? Like it doesn't get into the brain of Sargon of Akkad and copy paste it here. What the bot is supposed to do is to pretend that you're having a conversation with a real human being. So let's assume that you have a person which actually believes that Starship Troopers is fascist, right? So now you can actually have a conversation and you can justify your points and the bot will respond to it. So I can say, how is Starship Troopers fascist when everyone can become a citizen and people who choose not to can still be very wealthy and have lives free from oppression? Furthermore, the freedom for information is so powerful that they even show direct war footage to the civilians when the war is not going the way of the Federation. See? Like, immediately, the bot understands the argument. The film is very much not fascist in any way. Alright, so you can then say, but all militaries have a strong hierarchy. Even the USSR or China or any other communist country. However, we're talking about the Federation from Starship Troopers. It's more of a meritocracy, a whole new system, and not fascism. Yeah. Like, this is why I find the bot amazing. Like, the bot can disagree, you know, it can say something. And as long as you give it the correct arguments, it will change its mind. If I were to give the bot, like, some really stupid arguments, it wouldn't agree with me. Like, you can actually have an interesting conversation with it. A lot better than you can have on Twitter. Bring on the AI lawyers. Holy shit. Anywho, right. So you can find the bot on character AI. It's called Sargon and Gura. Like, if you go on the search and you try to find Sargon and Gura, it will take you to that. And hopefully you guys will have fun with it. The more you interact with it, the more it learns. Again, if you rate it between the 1 and 4 stars, it will get the different characteristics. And yeah, if you enjoy it, we'll create another chatbot next week, probably. I'll do another one either Sunday or Monday, and I'll do Alex Jones interviewing an anime succubus. Like that would probably be funny. So I'll see you guys there.